and welcome to a special edition of Local Love Friday, where I have been actively interviewing some of the most amazing people inside of our community. And it's been fun. People have been sending overwhelming comments in regards to the interviews, getting to hear the backstories, which is really my favorite part. The backstories, how they started, why they do what they do, their mission, the way they lean into people, the way that we lean into people. It's just an amazing opportunity. And I couldn't believe that we were already through 10 episodes of Local Love. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching them. So I wanted to give you guys a special edition today to kind of recap the beauty of what we have seen so far. And for those of you who have missed them and said they want to see it, we'll point you in the direction of what to see. People were asking me how I got started on Local Love and what made me get into it. And those who know me know that I love all things community in terms of giving back. People give back differently in different ways. Not everybody is big on the volunteer hours. People just cut checks, and that's okay too if you don't have the bandwidth at the time. Some people are really big on leaning into other people and helping build them up and make sure that they have something they can bounce off of, right? So it actually started initially, you guys were part of that. I was part of that group where we're constantly learning how to make sure we put ourselves out there and communicate and share stories and just keep doing things that we love. One of the challenges included interviewing people. Not actually, it wasn't even a challenge of interviewing people. The challenge was to go out and meet a community leader. Of course, the first person that came to my mind was my little sister, who's no longer a little sister anymore, but she'll always be my little bit. And so if you guys notice, it's a little sneak for those of you who have been watching and following. Some of you guys already picked up on already, but it actually originated from that video. It was a 5-minute, it was called Community Spotlight at the time. So Community Spotlight was one of the first things that we did. And my very first interviewee was my sister for the Hustle Academy and the Porter Scholars and all the things that she's doing over there as a leader that she is, making boss moves and everything. So thank you guys for watching that one. Here's a quick little snippet of one of our favorite parts of the interview. And if you want to watch the full interview, definitely click on the link. All right. So check it out. Let me know your thoughts and catch you up on the next one.
Hi, Savannah here with PorterPlus Realty. I'm out in the community today. I'm interviewing one of my favorite people for many, many reasons. But right now, I want to be able to reach out to our community and talk about people who are actually serving us and serving us big. And Miss Coach Sarah Porter, also my favorite person in the world, is running a girls program. But I want to talk about some of the things that you do. Tell us about it. So I am actually the head coach over at Ocean County College, women's basketball, as well as I run the program here at Hustle Academy, AAU. We've been around since 2018, serving the kids, helping the youth, not just building a strong foundation in their basketball skills, but a strong foundation in life. We have a great, tremendous support system. Our coaches are absolutely amazing, from basketball GMs to college players themselves, retired NBA, overseas players. The list goes on. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now tell me something. Why do you do this? Why? Coaching is probably one of the hardest, aside from maybe rapping, but coaching. Why? Because I don't like my weekends. No, just kidding. Well, because I always wanted to be the coach I never had. Besides my dad, my mom, my siblings, always rooting me on, always cheering me on. Sometimes there's a break in between the mentors and the coaches that you may have in your life. And for me, I wanted to be that type of coach that really poured into every kid, not just the kid that was super skilled, not just the kid that we saw potential in, but the kids that needed it. They needed an environment where they could positively grow. They needed adults that poured into them and spoke positively into them. So for me, I do it because I just want to be what I didn't have outside of my house. I love it.
All right. It's pretty good ones, right? All right. So after that, we went to a neighbor of mine, actually right underneath my office. We have an office complex with other businesses that are right here. Try to make friends with our neighbors, right? Always play nice in the sandbox. And I had my kids go there to play with their mixers and have fun. And you guys remember from the interview, for those of you who did check it out already, I'm like, I want to touch all the buttons because they're all lit up and they do cool things. They move on their own. And then they also had a sound booth where you can kind of put the headphones on and rock it out. I did say I'll sing for you guys one day. One day that'll come. But they now have like karaoke things for adults. You can do like an adult night date party type thing and have fun. People really do dig it. It's a lot of fun. They're doing some big things down there. So kudos to you. Keep it up. Thank you for your time and for hanging out with us and for sharing your story with our local love edition. So guys, check out some of our favorite parts of the Spacebar and stay tuned.
So people love the quality of the recording studio. So they come here, they do a song, and they love the mix. They say, "Oh, this is really nice quality for the studio and the area that we're at." So it's not like you got to go all the way to New York City into a big studio and get the quality. You get it right here.
Right here, guys. It's local. Right here. So I'm about to see if I can sneak a sample from him, and maybe I'll put some of that stuff for you guys too, so you can hear some stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or maybe I'll sing for y'all. Like I said, we'll produce some stuff. We'll make it happen.
Get the booth.
I'm gonna get in the booth. Do you have any exciting new products or promotions coming up now?
Yeah, just like I said, we're gonna do. I'm really excited for the teaching of
I love
the
that.
aspect because for many years I did a lot of recording, I did a lot of projects, I did a lot of art with artists. I did a song in a movie, an actual movie that was in the movie theaters.
Ooh.
It was really, really cool.
Okay.
That was awesome. But I just want to really just start teaching. I'm in a point in my life when I want to give back to the kids and in a positive way because there's so many things that these kids that they don't know where to go in a positive direction.
Mm-hmm.
But so this place they can. And
that.
that's what I'm excited for.
I like that. Now, how can people find you to support your business?
Okay, you can go to www.spacebarrec.com. So that's spacebarrec.com.
Pretty good, right? I know, right? So reach out. And Spacebar, thanks for joining us from one of our early editions of Local Love. All right. And then after that, I had a group that I absolutely adore. I mean, I adore all these groups, but then we had the Alpha School come in, right? So the Alpha School, you guys already know, they are local to Jackson, but they cater to students in need, our special citizens, and in different programs right here in Jackson from all over the place in New Jersey. And one of the programs that they have is called a work to transition program. I have more information inside the video. I have their contact information, but I say it with the utmost like encouragement, go do this, right? So I've had these two young men in my office for, I want to say a couple months now. They come in once a week and they do an amazing job with putting together whatever I need in the office. They've been working on some of my CMA stuff, just kind of collating and stapling and putting the packages together so I can drop them off to you guys. So it's all made with love. But the thing is that they need people to sign up, right? Businesses can leverage them because it helps them get prepared for when they age out of the program and they go into the real world. So I have a couple tidbits for my favorite parts of the interview from there. So Alpha School, thank you for sharing your story. Businesses, entrepreneurs, if you can leverage some help, they would love to be able to help you guys out. And it's free. Of course, I try to feed mine all the time, but it is free service because they want the kids to get the experience. They're in your office for an hour and it's a lot of fun. So check out what we learned from them and make sure you reach out. Alpha School, thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a Local Love Friday. I am here with Kathy Frestieri. She's the job coach over at Alpha School. I've mentioned to you guys before the Alpha program that they have with the job transition for a lot of the students, and I have her personally tell us more about the program. But before we even get started, let you guys learn more about Alpha as well as this program in itself. So tell me about the Alpha School.
Well, the Alpha School caters to ages 5 to 21, and we have assorted different classes, and it's a special needs school for handicapped students that come from all over. And we also have a work program that we do.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you for coming to join us today. And she's here once a week, guys, with my crew. You're going to meet some of the guys that are here that come into the office in a minute. But I want her to tell us about this job program because there's a lot of local businesses that can really take advantage of this. But I figure the best person to tell us more about it is my friend Kathy. So tell me about the job program.
We place students according to their capabilities, and they learn the tasks at the jobs and how to dress for the job. And it makes them feel really good about themselves and confident about going out into the work world. And hopefully, when they leave our school at the age of 21, it's a possibility that they would find employment somewhere.
I love that. So it really encourages them to start seeing what they can expect in the real world, right? So some real
Yes.
life practices.
Yes.
And then getting that confidence while they're in these spaces
Yes.
to really be able to be like, I can do this. I got this. So I love that you guys put this together. So tell me what it's like when you guys go on an assignment. What kind of assignments can you guys do for companies and businesses?
Okay, well, for instance, for you, we do piecework. We put packets together. They
They're
can do
amazing.
filing. We go to the local library and the students check to make sure that the DVDs are inside the cases. We also go to the ARC Employment Center where they learn to do assorted different tasks. And we go to Larson Ford and they do filing, collate customer files and put them away. Um, Oh, and we also go to Burlington where they kind of fix the store, make it look neat. The shoe department and other departments where things aren't where they belong, they put them where they belong.
I love that. So it sounds like we have some very talented individuals that can do a variety of things, and they're accompanied by the job coach as well as a para that travels with them. Pretty good, right? So you guys should definitely call them up and get some, you know, services to help them with their program, but also help you with your business. So get after it. All right. And then after the Alpha School, I went over and met with my friend, Miss Leah from Essential Oils, doTERRA. You guys know I'm doTERRA strong as well. She got me hook, line, and sinker. She's an amazing individual, mom, entrepreneur, and wellness advocate. So if you guys have questions around how to use essential oils and what to do with them, she's your girl. And it was great interviewing her. So thank you again for sharing your energy on some of these earlier episodes of The Local Love. This one was a lot of fun too. I mean, I have so much fun when I interview people because I get to hear their story, I get to hear their why, and I love this stuff. It like fuels me, it gets me excited, right? Because sometimes we never hear the backstory. So the feedback I've been getting, people really like it. So I wanted to make sure I recapped, paused for a minute, right? This will be episode 12, which is a special love collection edition just for y'all. And say thank you for those who did show up, and make sure that those who are kind of checking in recently for the ones that they've been seeing to check out some of the old ones. And thanks for locking in and checking us out. But here's some of my favorite clips from my girl Leah's interview, and there'll be contact information for her too, and reach out. She's amazing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming to interview with us, and it's going to be big things. All right, check it out, guys.
So when someone comes to me as a client, it's not for me. It's not just about. I'm not just selling oils.
Right.
I'm here. I want to help people. That's why I got involved with this. I want to help. So I will sit down. We'll have a consult. I'll find out what you're looking for. You know, do you just want to learn more about oils? Do you want to? Are you looking at basics? Do you
Right.
know something about oils already, but you want to know more?
Right.
You know, are you looking for more general health? We have a lot of we have supplements, so we have other foundational health products.
Yep.
Do you want to look at your home and swap out some of the toxic cleaners and things? Because we have a whole line of cleaning supplies.
So we're talking about home.
Or, right.
Yep.
Or I could teach you with your essential oils and some very basic products off your grocery shelf how to make your own green cleaning product.
Yes.
So it depends. And what do you like? Do you like pre-bought, pre-made products because you're super busy, or are you DIY like
DIY?
And you like to save money?
Which is cool because
So,
she's done some
yeah.
classes, which you know we'll definitely post a couple that she has coming up. But like you'll do classes to educate on first off what essential oils are, right? So we have an Essentials 101 class that kind of talks
Yep,
through
we
some
do
things.
like a 101.
And then we also have like a DIY where we actually made some seasonal things. She had these bath salts that we made, like a mother and daughter like event. It was kind of fun. So a lot of different opportunities. I'll make sure I post all of whatever she has coming up soon.
Right.
But I love that education is big.
Right. And you had asked earlier about how do we use the oils, and
Right.
I'm kind of like, so going back to that, knowing that we're talking about doTERRA oils, I can tell you that we can use the oils aromatically. So putting in a diffuser, wearing them on, you can make it. This is a diffuser jewelry bracelet, right? So these little lava beads here, you put your oils on, and then you breathe them in aromatically. You know,
That's
once
awesome.
a day. you can use them topically. And when we talk about topical use, we tell people to start by diluting oils, which means using a carrier oil.
Like
instead.
coconut oil
Right,
or something like that.
Actually, coconut oil, regular coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, it could be. But that's to make sure, because the oils are so concentrated.
Right.
You want to make sure that you don't have a skin sensitivity. So we teach about all the safety precautions about how to use those oils. And then the third way is actually internal use too. And again, you want to know what, you don't want to just go and buy something online and take it. I would never tell people to do that.
Yeah.
You have to know what's in the bottle.
Right.
And that was kind of one of my ahas when I got involved with doTERRA. So each bottle will tell you how to use it. If you are able to use it internally, there'll be supplement facts on it. So that's a quick way to know.
That's good.
Something like lemon oil.
Right.
So if you ever got into a store and picked up a bottle of lemon essential oil and it says for aromatic use only,
don't drink it.
Right. And that also is a telltale sign that that's not an oil. It's probably actually, that's not even oil in it. It's a synthetic. It's made in a lab, and just to mimic the scents. So it's
be on the know. Yeah.
Be on the know. It's just like using an air freshener or something like that. And the more we learn about that, it's not good for our health. So
well, I mean, fun things you learn, which is amazing. It was good, right? I mean, yes, there was. If you watch the full interview, there'll be a link there, so you guys check out the full interview. Again, these are just quick blurbs because you guys have already seen it because we've launched it. But these are really fun times. I cherish every moment with these people. Then after the Alpha School, after Leah, we went and met with the Ox Group. Oh my gosh, this foundation, amazing. Guys, I have and her co-founder or co-partner, love her too, Tracy. I wouldn't get to interview you, but shout out because the two of you ladies together working all the time. I love it. I love it. I heard the event was amazing. The Ox Foundation, they're doing big things to give back to the cause. It's Parkinson's, and I just love your strength, and hearing your backstory was amazing, and being vulnerable and talking to us was key. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for allowing us to enter your world. And for those of you who have not seen the full video, definitely check it out. But these are just a few of my favorite tidbits of our interview together. And I look forward to doing some more stuff with this amazing foundation. And guys, check it out. There's contact information in there, how you can find them, how you can give back. Just attending an event sometimes is fundraisers. So even if you're just pouring into it by being present, it's a good way to go. So thank you for your time. And I'm looking forward for people to see more about you. So guys, check it out. Today, I have the privilege of being here with an amazing nonprofit organization that is focusing on spreading the message and sharing and being really big advocates of this community. It is the Ox Foundation. I'm here with my friend, Michelle. Michelle, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. Well, my name is Michelle, and I'm here with the Ox Foundation, and we are a nonprofit organization that focuses on bringing awareness to Parkinson's disease and raising funds for not only programs, but also money towards research. We also focus on trauma-informed care, which is particularly important when you're dealing with patients of Parkinson's disease, their caregivers, their families, and our community.
I love that. I love that. And guys, they are doing this with so much care and so much love. Some of these activities and events that they're having. So tell me a little bit more, how did the Ox Foundation begin?
It really started when the world began to snowball in 2020. In March of 2020, I received a diagnosis that I had Parkinson's disease. And it was somewhat of a shock, but I always had a tremor. Always had a tremor ever since I can remember. And it just started getting worse. So I decided to go get it checked out, got the first opinion, got a second opinion, and they came back with the fact that I had Parkinson's. And this was, again, March of 2020. The next day I go into school because I'm a teacher of 25 years, and we got called into a meeting that get prepared to teach remotely because we're shutting down.
Wow. So you're getting good news off of good news.
Yes.
And first of all, thank you for sharing that journey with us, because that's a lot, and bringing in your personal health. But it sounds like this is kind of like a passion project for you as well.
Absolutely.
So your desire to make this impact so people can know more about this disease on a global level is profound. And we thank you for being here, one, to share that part of the story.
You're welcome.
And then thank you for the things that you're doing. I know, tons of fun. And I was in their office, so it was a good one. So the contact information is posted to watch the full video. I have everything on YouTube, but definitely check it out. I think you will love it. It was a lot of fun to do too. After that, I went on the road, literally on the road for Local Love, and I met up with the the head folks over at Six Flags Great Adventure, and they were touring their new safari glamping site. Guys, it is amazing, right? So you can see the video footage. I got to be front and center. Luckily, the event was put together by the Jackson Chamber of Commerce. So thank you, Jackson Chamber of Commerce. We have to interview you guys next too. But I'm part of that. You guys already know. But either way, the Six Flags, they are literally in our backyard. I live in Jackson. And they were super accommodating. Let us walk through their whole entire glamping grounds. You can see where they feed the giraffes. They come in the morning, and it's all part of a package. And Six Flags is constantly growing and evolving and trying to do new things. And it was really fun interviewing them. I had 2 of them in my videos. So you guys check out the video. Here's a couple tidbits of some of my favorite parts of that. But that one was a lot of fun to go to. Maybe one night we can put away some money and go visit it and stay overnight. But it's hard though, because I live in the same town. Can I stay in the same? I'll figure it out. But it's really good. You guys should watch it. You might be inspired to go check it out yourself. Here's some of my favorite parts of that interview. Hi guys, so I'm here for our Local Love, and I have this lovely Liz that's going to give us a quick tour of the spa. Tell us all about it.
So we're in the spa. We have 2 different treatment rooms. One's over here where you can have a couples massage, or you can do a single massage. And we do a Savannah sunset massage, and we do an African Ruku massage.
What is the African Ruku massage?
So it is a special technique where they get all the muscles and all the lymphatic drainage out of you, and you feel so refreshed with smelling like you're comfortable.
Like we're never leaving. Like I'm never going to leave here.
Exactly. And you're in this really cool tent that's made from South Africa called, it's a company called Bush Tech. And we had a South African team come and help us build this. And you would never know that you're actually in a tent, but you are.
That is so cool. Guys, you're in a tent. It's glamping. It's glamping. So we are in Savannah Sunset
Resort and Spa.
Yes. All right. So this side is just the more of the.
Yep. And then eventually we'll have a manicure and pedicure room in the back and a little oasis for you to hang out after your massage.
Oh, so are you guys 100% up and running yet?
Yes, ma'am. We are. It's our first full season of 2025.
Yes, that is so cool. Anything I'm going to tell the people that are watching?
Well, we are focusing on our customer service. We cannot wait for your visit, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
I love it. Guys, this is so cool. I'll show you the rest when we get outside. Hi, guys. So I'm here again with my friend Liz. She's the resort manager over here at Six Flags Savannah Sunset. And I'm going to let her tell us some more about this gorgeous facility that you guys are about to see.
Yes, we have 20 tents total. We have 5 1-bedrooms and 15 2-bedrooms. These tents are as authentic as you can possibly get. They're from South Africa. We had a South African team come help us build them. And here at we really focus on our customer service. So we're so excited to have you and your family come. You get your tickets included to the theme park, to the water park, and you also get breakfast included in your stay. You get to feed a giraffe and go on a safari tour. All included in your stay.
How do you not want to come now, guys? She said Six Flags tickets, right? Because I already love Six Flags. But then you get to stay in these amazing, like, just so you guys can see this, like, circular view that I'm going to show you really quickly. Like, how gorgeous. And she said there is how many tents total?
There's 20 tents total.
And like, are the structures the same as like walk-in big open space, or is it like 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms?
So there's 5 1-bedrooms, and then there's 15 2-bedrooms. and some have a common area and some don't. But the really cool thing is you have a full view of the whole Savannah, and you can see all different of animals throughout your stay.
And you're safe from all the animals.
Yes, of course, no problem. All right, we are number one on safety.
Number one on safety. And you guys
Yes.
just saw the pampered room that we just walked through together. She showed us, and she talked about this amazing massage. Have you got it?
I have. It's
Okay.
amazing.
And she's like, I'm going back.
All the time.
I love it. We'll check out one of the bedrooms now. I'll check you guys out later. But now you know where to go. My girl Liz will hook you up.
Come
Regional,
check us out.
she got you.
I know, it looks amazing, right? And you guys know it's Six Flags, so there's tons of rides and all the other fun things that come along with it. So hopefully you guys get a chance to check it out. Especially it's the summer season now, so it is time for the rides, the water park, all the things. So there's information for Six Flags. Obviously, they've been tagged. They're in it. Check out the full video on YouTube, and it's going to be tons of fun for you guys to see it. So Six Flags, thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me into your home, and I hope that you guys have wild success. And thank you for being an active part of the community of Jackson, giving back, donating, and doing all the fun things that you guys do. So appreciate that. All right, so let's see. After Six Flags, we interviewed with Sweetie Ma, a close friend of mine, to be able to talk about how we can get through empowerment and education and the financial piece of what it takes to be able to get approved, fixing your credit, and things like that. So the kind of the behind the scenes before you get to the lender. Sometimes when you work in the lender and you have to fix your credit. So it was great to have him in here kind of talking and going through the things that you can do to improve your situation, some of the free services that they offer to help the education pieces and things like that. So check out the full interview. Here's a few of my favorite snippets from that interview, and check it out. True. Now, one of the things I love about Sweetie Ma is when you were telling me, it was kind of born out of the fact that you were trying to make sure that we empower women with financial literacy. So tell me how Sweetie Ma was created. And then also, while I already have you thinking about that part, there's this logo that you guys are going to see floating around. I'm going to have him explain that too, because I love the logo. So continue. Tell me about how you born Sweetie Ma.
Okay, so what I've seen in a lot of relationships is a lot of women depend on the man to take care of a lot of things. They don't even ask about their credit. They don't do things with their credit. They don't do anything with it. They rely on another person. So my key focus with this was to give independence and credit literacy to the women in the relationship, to where they can teach the man. A lot of men seem to leave the woman out of their situations, especially when it's financial. But if the woman actually knows the credit, she may know better than him. But again, being able to flow and speak this credit literacy in the proper way gives her more freedom, and may have better conversations with her husband or boyfriend or whatever relationships you have nowadays. It just makes it a better situation. So a totally better situation. You don't have to depend on anybody. So even if you break up now, or you separate, or you're divorced, now you're not straggling to look for somebody else. You can go do it on your own.
I like that. That's what it's all about. Because guys, we are big on the education piece. I mean, you guys see me putting content out there all the time, educating my buyers, my sellers, my investors, people, because the education component of life in general is so very helpful. And the part about this company that I love is that they're taking a different stance on empowering the females, because I feel like sometimes we do get left in the dark. Like, we're not supposed to know certain things. And the fact that that's the focus initially of getting that financial literacy up, that is amazing. Not bad, right? Okay, so contact information is right there. Call them, get your free evaluation, have that conversation. And thank you very much for coming in and talking to us and sharing your story, as well as your why, as well as the company, and wish you wild success. So thank you. Okay, after Sweetie Ma come in, what did we do? Guys, we're on like number 8. So 7. Okay. Then we had the CM photo booth. So amazing. Thank you very much. She invited us into her home. She had everything set up, and so, like, as if she was going to an event. It was super well put together, and it was a lot of fun to interview. And you guys could hear her sing, right? That girl could sing. All right, Chris. But thank you guys for allowing us into your space and sharing your story. I love how it originated from the fact that, you just currently serve and help people and bring joy. And now you get to capture it with your photo booths. So guys, here's some of my favorite clips from that interview. Tons of fun. Thank you for your time. And I'm glad you guys checking it out. All right. So when you're doing what you do, and I love how you layer in the fact that like you're currently a nurse or you work with dementia patients.
Yes.
That's one of my scariest ailments. I know because there's really no pure cure for it, and we throw sponsorship towards it all the time. Being able to capture those memories, like how impactful is that for you?
It impacts me. I love what I do. So this is why I feel like doing CNM photo booth is easier because I'm already used to helping my patients, singing to them. So it's kind of, it relates to the same feeling. Like when I'm doing the photo booth and I see people's faces or smiles, it's just like when I'm taking care of my patients. I just want to see happiness.
I love that.
Yeah.
She wants to see it and now she wants to capture it,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And like I've seen her photo booth in action. So give some examples of some of the upcoming events that you guys have, because you're kind of getting out there a lot now, which is really good.
Yeah.
We've tapped on your shoulder once or twice. Like she partners with us with the Scholarship Foundation and with PorterPlus, but like some of the things you have going on are kind of big.
So I actually have May 17th, the Lupus Walk coming up.
Oh.
I'm excited about that.
I love that.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
And guys, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but like she's donating her time and effort to this for free because it is a charity and a group organization. So probably people who give back, people that we partner with here at PorterPlus, like the loves that you guys see that we do on Friday, people that actually care about people, and that's awesome. So you have the Lupus Walk coming up, and there's another event I think you have coming up. Is it the MetLife? Is that where that's at?
The MetLife Stadium too, yes.
Okay.
Also, that's in New York. So, but we travel, we go everywhere.
Yeah, it counts. Like it counts. Local love is real love.
Yeah.
We got it. But all right, yes, that was good, right? Okay, so all of that, tons of things, lots of fun. I'm telling you, these interviews are fun. I think maybe in our next break we'll probably do like a episode of just bloopers and reels because you guys probably love that. But for now, I am just truly honored to be able to interview all these people, and it's been so much fun. So after C and M photo booth, we interviewed Musically Mindful with my girl Brenda, and that was so much fun as well. I mean, this is the energy, the conversation, it just flowed so easily. And that's how most of these interviews go, guys, because it's not formal. Like I'm super informal. We just have conversations, and it is what it is. Like I absolutely love it. It's just great. So my girl Brenda, thank you for your time and sharing your story. Your journey has been amazing through navigating this and even getting additional certifications and just empowering yourself with knowledge to figure out how you can solve a problem that is bigger than ourselves sometimes, and reminding us all to breathe, and somehow talking me into breathing on the screen exercise. That was tons of fun too. But having me take a pause in public setting as well is good, because I do it all the time as a grown up. I'm somewhere, time to breathe. It's getting a little bit too much. So thank you for that constant reminder. Thank you for your time, and thank you for telling us your story. Musically Mindful, here's some of our favorite clips from that. So tell me, I'm gonna go a little, what's your personal connection to all this?
I wanted to find out how to better myself as a teacher. After 20 some years, you get in a rut. I'll be honest, you get in a rut. And I didn't want to stay there. The kids didn't deserve that. They deserved me at my best self. And that's why I started applying those strategies to myself, to my own routine. And I practice it every day. I have a Zen room now, my Zen den. I have, yep, I do. Yeah, with my little cushion and everything in my piano. And I burn the candles in the morning. I wake up early just to do this. So, and I practice a meditation. I do journaling and breath work. I practice what I preach. Yes. I walk the talk. And on the days that I skip it, I notice a difference.
And you feel a difference. These are all things I talk to you guys about. Like that, it's changed my whole structure and trying to find a center, because it's just so easy to get lost in the moment.
And it's accessible. I mean, you don't need any tools. Just breathe. But it's just focusing on it and forgetting about everything else. Just being in the moment, be present.
Yeah. And there's meditation. There's actually different opportunities to do. Everybody does things differently, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes just sitting in one space is,
and there's no wrong way. And
there's no wrong way.
You think you have to be in that yogi position? You don't have to.
Do that.
You can sit in a chair. You can sit in a chair. You can, however is comfortable.
You can lay like broccoli. You can have a conversation with yourself. You can meditate.
And I think that's the key component. I think people get overwhelmed and it's a little intimidating, meditation and sitting there for an hour without speaking or anything. And it's fine. You do what meets your needs.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But the part you said that I actually really love is when you're like, the self-awareness part. Like sometimes we forget that we want to improve ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. And that there's so many different parts of like the world where we're just like, okay, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. But like looking within to figure out what things are really triggering us.
And being reflective about it. Like,
Yeah.
One thing we were talking about being an overpleaser, when you're constantly being asked to volunteer for this and to head that committee and to host this dinner, all of those things, they add on to you. They add on to your well-being. So finding ways to target that.
Yeah, I love all that. I know, good, right? Just little tidbits, because I want you guys to go check out the full ones when you get a chance, because they're in YouTube and they're amazing and their stories are great, and it's just such a great vibe and such a great energy, which is why we call it local love, because there's tons of love in the things that they're doing as organizations, as small businesses, as entrepreneurs, as people who just want to help other people. It's beautiful. All right. So then we weren't done yet, right? So I think I have 2 more left. Then we moved over to Flow Martial Arts. My guy Keith over there giving back to the community for years on years, and just really being a positive influence on a lot of these young athletes, encouraging them to see themselves in a good, positive light, which is amazing, right? And thank you for sharing your story with us on how it got started for you, putting yourself out there and being really vulnerable to letting us know, like, this is life. Life is good. And the discipline and consistency can lead you to big things. So thank you for your time and sharing your story and letting us in your space, your beautiful space. So check out some of our favorite tidbits for this one. And I think you guys will love it. So basically, we're talking about, like, how do you get into the mindset of getting these kids on board with giving it everything they got?
Okay, so I would say, as far as how the kids are responding and bringing it back towards what I was saying about becoming a parent, and I understand the struggles of trying to get your kids to do something that is good for them, whether they want to or not. Right? And most kids, it's not in the forefront of their mind to better themselves.
Yeah.
Because things are so readily available. We do live in a great community. I still to this day feel that Jackson is a very strong place. It's a strong place to raise a family. It still has a lot of that same feel from when I was a kid. But with that said, some parenting approaches have changed. Instead of go outside and play with your friends, now everybody's on a phone.
Yeah.
Everybody's on a tablet. So when you got me yelling at them to better themselves and try harder and push yourself and don't hold back and yada, 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 a lot of kids have a tough time taking that in. But eventually when they reach those goal points, they see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I feel like you're not wrong. So I think there's a small component of the fact that, like, as a parent, like, I have 2 kids and I coach them in sports, and I got to the points where, like, now I will coach them, right? But even then, it's like, I could tell them the same thing over and over again, but then somehow hearing it from someone else, all of a sudden it's like a thing. Like,
Absolutely.
I've been telling you for years.
Absolutely. And I've gotten similar responses from parents, like, they'll tell their kids something and then they'll ask me to tell them the exact same thing, and all of a sudden they get a response. Instead of just their kids staring off into space or kind of nodding, it's all of a sudden, they're saying, yes, sir, I understand, and then they do it, and if they don't, it's okay. They'll get it eventually. I had an instructor at one point that said, he said to me, he said, you may not understand it now, but one day you will.
Right.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. Good stuff, right? Okay, so we are winding down. We are on number 11 and probably 10 if you're counting my bonus with my sister, because in the very beginning it was called Community Spotlight, right? I did a quick little segment with the community leader, and this is our bonus episode, right? So the reality of it is that we do this because we want to be able to tell the story. The feedback we've gotten has been amazing. People really love hearing the backstory that people never get to hear. Right? Sometimes they don't even know that they do other things, because people don't always toot their own horn. Sometimes, they don't know what they're into. They don't realize that by spreading the word that they are doing these things might encourage others to want to do these things. And my latest interview is one of my favorite people. Mr. Riccardi, and we've gotten tons of feedback regarding the fact that, he is that salt of the earth kind of guy, right? And everybody that I've interviewed has the same mindset, the same backing, the same amount of like encouragement from everyone as these videos are going out. So I love that I've been able to do that. I love that I've been able to share everyone's story. And thank you guys who have been positively leaning into me and saying like, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. Sharing people's story is amazing. And I love how you're doing it. So Mr. Riccardi, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for sharing the backstory, the journey, and dropping some really good business knowledge for us entrepreneurs and business owners, because we already said it's not for the weak. So here's one of my favorite tidbits for Carlson's Auto Body. Check it out.
Glenn Scothorpe was the saltiest guy you ever met, but he was also the first guy selling flowers in front of Food Town for the Girl Scouts. I mean, he was just an inspiration to anybody who knew him.
For sure.
And that's how I got started. And then as the train runs, so you say the train. So what does that mean? Well, it means that as you see more of a need and you see more of an accomplishment, you want to do it more.
Yes.
And I was a small cog in this whole thing. We had people that were really committed and really wanted to help, no matter what the challenge was.
Right.
I admired these people. I wanted to be part of it. And the byproduct is I hope that I have helped someone along this road.
And he has, guys. The amount of effort that he just shows on a regular basis of giving back is just profound. We run a lot of the same circles. You guys know that I'm involved in almost probably everything under the sun. And a lot of times he's not far from me. So between the chamber, the Rotary, Glenn, we have his son with the Rotary group now, amazing people. His wife also, like some of these organizations that started are still around today. The ones you're naming out there now, active people that are involved in the Rotary as well. So that is you. Now, when you're thinking about it, like how important is that to bring into your business?
So there's another interesting. So anyone can make a product and sell it over a counter.
For sure.
If you're going to be in a community, you want to be part of the community.
That's it.
And by kind of knowing the needs of the community, makes you a better businessman. Right. Businessman or woman. I got to watch myself. Not as woke as I should
right
be.
Here.
Right? So as time goes by, for me anyway, you got to know more people and more challenges that we had in the community. And sometimes by getting more people involved, the solutions became much easier.
Yes.
And
that communication part is key, right? Like being able to talk to people and understand the needs versus the wants and the desires and just getting in front of it.
Absolutely.
Those are big words right there.
Yeah.
I like that. That one was fun. So I encourage you guys to go check that one out. Please do. I check them all out. They're all really fun. They're all really personable. Reach out to them if you have more questions about what they do in the business, what they offer to society needs, the community, the things that they're leaning into, how you can better advocate and help. Reach out to them. They're all amazing people, like super amazing people. If you have questions for me, DM me. I'm mostly here for you. Always here for you. Having a lot of fun. And I'm looking at the playback of this one, the CNN photo, wearing one of my favorite blue dresses, and it's summertime, so it's okay. All good. So thank you guys for checking out. And from the feedback, it's been amazing. So guys, thank you for watching the journeys. Thank you for all the things that you're doing. I can't believe that we're 12 episodes strong already. This has been a lot of fun for me. I hope to be doing quite a few more. If you guys know of somebody out in the community who is making big moves and doing amazing things, like shout them out for me. Send them my way. I would love to meet them. I would love to hear more about them. I would love to hear their story. Like I said, we're in the Monmouth Ocean area. That's primarily the local for us because, the world is so big. But we live based out of Jackson, but a lot of the business that we do is in Monmouth and Ocean County. So we will find those who need the shout outs, who maybe you don't need the shout outs, but should be told their story because they're doing amazing things. So share away. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for checking out these beautiful businesses that I have been working with and that took the time to interview with me and share their story with me. So to all of my interviewees, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Thank you very much for being a part of this journey of my local Love Fridays. And I hope to do quite a few more for you guys. And I appreciate you. Have a good day.